Alright guys, this is Jedi Jets Customs, and today we will be looking at the Mandarin Spawn figure, and it's a really cool figure. It's one of my favorite Spawn figures, and just looks really cool, but I think he looks too shiny, like he got a new costume. So first thing, we are going to be taking off the weapons and putting them to a side, and taking the wash effects, black wash, shake it, putting it on. And for this is, what do you call it? This little cloth waist thing. We're going to be putting black wash on the bottom, very bottom, so it looks like, because he has lots of war on like the mountaintops and things like that. So we'll just put that on the very bottom, because other than that you can already see the detail very well, so it kind of looks a bit burnt. And then that was not enough of this, so a lot more on. And then there we go. And now we're just going to put all over the armor and take it off. It's already looking really cool. Get some on the belt, just rub it, so it looks like it's been burnt a lot. And the amount that a black wash does is just insane. It just does so much. And we're just going to be putting that everywhere. The armor, on the arm. We're not going to put on the chest plate. I mean, we can, but it already looks really cool there. It kind of looks like they already black washed it in the factory. So we're just going to put it in the face and knees. And I said the black wash really helps. It, like, brings out the detail. These are already greatly detailed figures, most of them. And then a black wash just adds on to it, like insane. It makes it look weathered. And all of that good stuff. So as you can see, just adding black wash in. We're going to immediately rub it out with another brush, because it usually gets some of black wash out on the white. And also, like, you can spread the black wash out. I forgot to do it on the back. But yeah, black washes just do the job really well. Yeah, just do your best to get in all the creaks and crevices. nooks and crannies. You can already see the difference. It's so well. It's like, it just makes it look like real metal. This brush I'm using right now is specifically used for me for getting that black wash, rubbing that out. I just don't like using the paper towels for it. I don't know why. Seems like that. I didn't get enough black wash. There we go. Just look at that difference. It's so cool. Oh, more cool already. Now we're going to do the same thing to that again, except in the swords. Now, while this dries a bit, in the, forgot what they're called. They're gold weapons. Turns out they're really heavy. So we're just going to put this in the actual blade too. Just going to put it there. So it looks like he's like dragging them sometimes. You might drag a weapon. You can already see that. Just letting it dry before I rub it out. Same for this one. Now I'm going to let those dry. Well, I take my Liquidex silver and metallic silver, and it's not super metallic, but it's pretty metallic. And we're going to take this dry brushing. I should probably clean my hands before I take this new brush. And so we're just gonna take this dry brushing brush and put it in there and take some off. Look at that. Again, so it looks a bit worn, tethered. Just trying to make it look a bit more like real metal. A bit worn. Putting some of the dragon. It's a really good dry brushing brush. Oh yeah, now we need to rub these out. Just getting some of that out. Rubbing the access wash out. So it looks really dirty, dusty. Now we're gonna go back to the silver dry brushing. Just gonna put some of that. Got a bit too much on the brush. And these brushes are really good. They're special just for dry brushing brushes. They're just for dry brushing. You really shouldn't do anything else with them, unless you're very creative, like super creative with your own brushes that already serve a purpose. So as you can see, I'm just adding some more of that texture. So the armor looks more like real metal because I really want it to look as real as possible. Now I'm adding some on the back of the face, or on the back of the mask, Oni mask. It's making them look more dirty and dusted, and I'm actually liking it lately. Actually, I think it's looking really good. Straw brushing really helped me. Straw brushing brush. Add some on the side of the mask, on the earrings, or whatever those ears are. And there we are. I've got it. So I'm just putting some on the dragon. So you can see it shines. Looks really cool. I'm trying to make it look like it's like metal and it's getting worn. So you can see the little sheen in the dragon. And now I'm gonna put some in the back in the blades. So I'm gonna dry brush some silver into the blades. So only a bit dirty. As you can see the difference. This one's got much more design than the other one. The other staff sword. I like how he has like not the same, because they might have run out of the bigger one, or they might have run out of the smaller one. Might have liked not having the smaller one. I mean, not having the too big one, but he ended up having it. And now we are going to done with the dry brush. Now we're going to take number 0 pen brush, and you can see it has a little thing with some Blick Studio acrylic white, titanium white. Score this out. It's an older white. I'm just gonna put a bit of this on this pen brush, and then on the scales, we're gonna make it look like Godzilla scales. Wow, these work. This is my first time getting a pen brush. We're just putting it on the very top of them. you can see, we're just putting some white on those big scales. Tiny. Little.
This is the size. Oh. You're live?
Nah, we're just making it look a bit more like, I'm trying to make it like Godzilla. And add that little bit, this white. Now I need a bit more. Now we're gonna add some white on the edges. I'm gonna do it on the other leg once that dries. Now we're gonna add some white on the edges of the spikes. I know he has a lot of those. And the black wash might have gotten some of the white out. But we're only going to put it on the very edge of the spikes. Probably use a different brush for that, but let's use this small pen brush. It's really working. It's a golden maple brush thing. That's the name of it. Now I'm gonna add some white in the little stream things right there. There's a little bit of some fangs right here. I want to get those. It's like a bat holding onto this little pearl thing. You can see. A little bat. There. And then I'm just getting his fangs. And get those away. Now that's done. I'm gonna add some white to the very bottom. Right here. There we go. And spread it. Bit. Now I'm gonna add some white right here. Little foot to get that little extra sheen. Putting some white on the edges there. Just barely doing a touch. Put some more right there. Now add some white back on the spike. Back on the spike. Under there. And then where else? Here. This spike right there. Add some white. And this spike right here. Now that those ones are done, and I actually like the first product, then do it on the other side. Lift his arm a bit. It's too much. So you can see I'm adding those dots right there. The bigger and smaller spikes. And I've actually got a pretty good idea, but I don't know if it'll work. Brush is getting a bit big, so I'm going to put it to the side. Get the ultra small, very small brush. This ought to do it. Because I find that the smaller the brush, the more controllable it is for me. I'm just dotting it on those big ones. I'm only doing it on very particular ones, like the biggest ones, so it looks like they're worn. And doing different ones on each side because it's not like you painted each one, like actually. Now I'm putting some on those edges right there. Let me grab some more. I'm just making it look like so it's getting higher and higher. The higher it goes, the less there is on this little back thing. And now maybe like more would be on this leg. More. I'm just adding like weathering to the spikes. To those little gill things. Yeah. Now I'm gonna add some weight right here on the little, it's on the edge. And as you can see, I just added a little white right there. It's easier to see here. I added a little white in there. And it's time to get to the fun parts in a sec. And now I'm going to add one of these. And the reason I'm not doing all of them is because maybe the inside ones, maybe like they wouldn't be, and the reason I'm not doing like super clean with them, because it might not look like super cool, right? Is because I'm doing like Godzilla style, where his gills are very weathered from coming in and out of the water a lot, so his gills started weathering off, and like not everyone is weathered off, but like the biggest ones are weathered, and like they're not clean because he doesn't clean them every day. So that's why I'm just going for like a Godzilla kind of monster style here. And because like, yeah. So I was adding right here, maybe like some, it'd be on like the other side. So it looks like maybe something different happened. I'm doing it on the very edges of them. It's like anything could have happened. While that dries, so I can add some gray in between, I'm going to put that aside. And these, it's time for these. So I'm going to add some Liquid X basic acrylic bright aqua green to it. It's kind of the same color as these, except these are black wash now. It's kind of the same colors as his eye thing. And shake it up. And I'm just gonna add, where's that pen brush here? Add with my pen brush, number 0 pen brush, right here. Just gonna go a line line through them. It looks like it's erupting something. Not exactly clean because it's going to fade out. It's more fading out there. Yeah. And just made it so it looks a bit more like they're more like, not like from Earth. So they look like they're like different. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And as you go, you should press lighter, lighter, and lighter. You clean it up as you go. And if it gets too light, you rub it out. You don't fade. But that was my test one. And put that to the side. And for the dragon, the dragon one is gonna be a bit different. You just pick some up on your pen brush and rub some off so it doesn't get in the scales. I'm putting it in the dragon. I'm just making the dragon look a bit more like, it's like this one looks more mystical too. Like you can't find it like anywhere else. So you can just add that just now, and I'm gonna add one more thing to this one. So it looks like it's starting. I'm gonna do the same thing on this side with the dragon and the vine that's reaching out to the dragon. I just think it looks so cool. That aqua, light aqua. Looks really cool with that little aqua touch. adding. So I just added that. Made it look a little light blue on the screen, but other than that, it's aqua. And I'm just gonna add some aqua. I'm gonna try this to the tips right here. Like it's a little like necroplasm spill, because maybe necroplasm can be different colors. It might be like a, because he has yellow eyes, not green, and Spawn has green eyes, but he is a Spawn, so there might be, and he has yellow eyes, so there might be like a few different colors of necroplasm. And we're gonna make it look like it's kind of rained down. Well, this. So it looks like it's starting to leak out, those little drips. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So I turn it around. Add some more aqua. Yeah. And then do the drips. They can be like different sizes. Not all drips are like the same. This actually looks really cool. These are the swords. Got to the really fun part. And then now going back to Mandarin. And so I put it back here. We're going to take some black, and already got some white left over. So we're going to take some black. Put it on the side of the white. Only a little dot. So, and we're going to take, let's do this one. And mix black with some white. We're going to mix some black with some white. It's not a good mixing brush. I'm not going to use it as a mixing brush. And what's a good mixing brush? Here, this is a good one. So we're now gonna put some black to the white, make some gray. Yeah, I don't want to use silver. That type of stuff. So now I take this. You take your pen brush. And turn your guy around. And now you're just gonna add some of this gray. There we go. Some of this had like taken over. I need to add some here. There we go. Now I can actually do it. So now this is just a bit darker. everywhere where you see white. So as you can see, it's making a little more tone. And you're going to put some right there if you want. Doesn't all exactly have to be perfect. Because it shouldn't be, because it's like worn scales. So it shouldn't have to be perfect. And okay, so now that we've added a lot of the gray, but there's still not enough, I'm going to take some from this brush, fixing one. So you're just going to, you're painting on the brush, on the paintbrush. No. Oh, man. So now, add some more to this. And there we go. So now, you can, what is there? Is there anything else we need to do? Oh yeah. Here we go. Now, you can see that there's white right there. It needs white there, and I guess I could use this one. There we go. Put some on the thumb of the hand. Right there. Make it look like that's a little sheen. And now you're just going to put it back in there. You're only going to put it back so it looks worn and things like that. Like there's been dust and the cracks, and it used to be white, and now all the cracks are like gray. That. And now you're going to gently put some back in the dragon. Some of that thumb. And I'm going to do that for almost all of the Oni masks. Right, this. There we go. So we've got the shadow. And here it is. This is the finished product of Mandarin Spaw Repaint. Let me dim down this light. There we go. So it looks more. Anyway. There we go. There we are. So this is the finished product of the Mandarin Spaw Repaint. Mostly weathering and a little bit of the other content of, what do you call it? I forgot what you call it. Painting. There we go. There we are. Anyway, just a dry bit, and Jedi Jet's custom collectibles. See you soon, guys. There we go.